What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Tech Guru video. Today I am extremely excited to come at you with this video. So coming from the great guys over at UPS, not really UPS, Apple really, but UPS brought it, I am about to unbox and review, whatever you want to call it, the new iPad Air 2. So basically it's just another iterative version of the iPad. There's really nothing special aside from fingerprint sensor, as well as it's supposed to be extremely thin, which is all fine and great. And it's got the new A8X chip. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to let you look at the visuals, see what it looks like. I'm not going to bore you with all of the unboxing mess of me getting in it and things like that. Number one, I think it's unnecessary. And number two, I'll probably embarrass myself at how long it takes me to get this out of the box. So I'm going to come back on the other side and show you guys what this thing looks like. Alright guys, so out of the box it looks very similar to any other iPad. You get the charger cable as well as a charging brick, plus the iPad itself and some instructions and some Apple stickers and things like that. So as you see here, this is the camera. It looks really no different than the one before. As we see here, it has the volume buttons on the same side, and then on the bottom here it also has the speakers and then the plug in which you plug the AC in to power it up. Here's a comparison picture of the iPad Air 1 against the iPad Air 2, the one being on the left, the Air 2 being on the right, and I just did a little pan around here so you could get a little view as far as how thin it is. iPad Air 2 is really thin. I know they made a big deal about it, but it's extremely thin. Alright, so let's jump into and look and see what this thing is all about. So as you see here under General, under the settings, you're going to see it is running 8.1, iOS 8.1. I did get the 64 gigabyte version, so that's kind of what you're going to see there. I do have the Geekbench app that I put on this iPad. I ran it through some tests, and we're going to look at how it compares to other iOS devices. So single core score, that rhymes, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Anyways, move on. Single core score, as you can see there at the top, is indeed 1692, which is very good for a mobile device, for a touch device like a tablet. You can see here how it compares. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are up there, but they're not surpassing the iPad Air 2, but they're definitely up there. It is running the A8X processor or chip. It's a step up, incremental step up from the A8 that you've seen in the 6 and 6 Plus from the iPhone. So what I've done next is I've added some images. The first image you're going to see was taken with the iPad Air 1. The next image was taken with the iPad Air 2, and I specifically took a few images that were low light. I took one out on my porch, and it shows again that the iPad camera, or any iOS camera for that matter, is really not any good in the dark or any type of light situation. Even with the flash or whatever you may have, it's still not that good. But the camera is much improved. I did take some video that I'm not going to show here, but it's definitely a lot better. So it is much better with that new 8 megapixel camera. Alright guys, now for my final thoughts on the new iPad Air 2. My final thoughts are it's another great mobile device from Apple. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's not the best device I've ever had in my hands, but it is another iPad. It did get smaller, lighter if that's what you want, but do you need to upgrade if you have the iPad Air 2 or even the iPad before that? I would say probably not. I think Apple is still trying to figure out the life cycle of a tablet. So if you have the iPad 3 or 4, whatever it is, or the iPad Air 1, when will you need to upgrade? I really don't think the Touch ID sensor or some of the things they added in the iPad Air 2 is going to be enough for a lot of people. For me, obviously, the tech enthusiasts, people who are always wanting the latest and greatest, it definitely is something that you're going to go out and get. But if you have the iPad Air 1 or the previous version before that, I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to need to go shell out the $600 for, or $700 for, even above that if you're wanting the fully maxed out version. So as far as that goes, it is very fast. You can definitely tell a difference there. The screen looks fantastic as it did on the iPad Air 1. The battery life is great. 10 hours is very solid. So you definitely have that. And then overall, the apps run great. Games run great. It's just another great iPad. But again, the iPad isn't reinventing the wheel anymore. It's the same device each year with incremental upgrades. So as far as that goes, I definitely give this one an 8.5, 9 out of 10. It is another great tablet device from Apple. But again, you don't have to have it. You don't have to upgrade. So that's my thoughts. Let me know in the description what your thoughts are. Are you going to buy one? Are you thinking about buying one? Or are you just going to sit tight with what you have and wait till next year? Let me know in the comment box below. And as always, guys, don't forget to go on over to my Patreon page. Support me there to get some really cool stuff there as well. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more great content just like this. And thanks as always for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one.